Whew, feels like fall just arrived overnight here in the San Juans. Good morning. Today at the Wetterhorn Creek Trailhead, a little bit above it, working my way up towards Wetterhorn Peak. For a full trail guide on Wetterhorn Peak, you can check the links in the description below. I have summited Wetterhorn twice, once on a way I would never recommend, and another kind of the standard way. But I always kind of tell people when they ask me what my favorite 14er is that it's Wetterhorn. So I thought today would be a good day to validate that assumption and remake a video that probably very much needs to be remade. Excuse my camera with the have some cuts on the lens, so apologies. But the biggest thing to talk about Wetterhorn Peak is the drive up, especially if you're coming via Matterhorn. The road is really rough for the initial 2 miles that you take from the main county road leaving Lakes City. What's worse is the mile or so of road after that. So I'd say the first 2 miles you can probably, with a really good driver, maybe get a passenger vehicle up. All-wheel drive should be okay. After that point though, you're really gonna need 4-wheel drive and high clearance. So once you turn onto the 4x4 road, I have a stock Tacoma, got up here no problem at all. First look at Wetterhorn. It's that tiny little knob there. I have to address a couple things because, like, I don't know what I was doing. I was wearing joggers this morning. I've never done that hiking, ever. That was weird. Just a little cold, you know? It's just like valley cooling. It's so much warmer up here. And number two, I wanted to run this and I was like, I don't really feel great this morning. But like really all I had to do was poop. And now I feel great. But I have all this stupid crap. Well, I don't. But like gear wise I do. Probably run the way down at least. But I didn't bring my hiking poles to like make these climbs easier. I'm a mess this morning. With Wetterhorn Peak right there, you got Wetterhorn right there. You're just about 2 miles in and there'll be a sign and you're gonna split to the left here. You could easily combine Uncompahgre and Wetterhorn if you wanted to, but I don't really have a desire to do that today. Although I would highly not recommend it. It is possible to traverse that. I do have a video on it if you want to check it out, but it's probably one of the more dangerous things I've done in the mountains. Like the whole ridge is dinner plates and just moves and super sketch. Looking back to the boulder field you enter, super apparent on where the trail is, the dirt part. Up on the saddle here, if you have a 1000-inch TV, you might be able to see someone on the summit behind me. That is the summit. Yeah, you're gonna take a right. And so far, everything has been nice butter, single track. But from here on out, there's gonna be some more class 3. And I'll obviously show you the head wall and the crossover, which are the 2 most challenging parts of this mountain. As a reminder, for those of you who may be new to 14ers, if there is one move on the route, this is Colorado, at least, I don't know how the rest of this country grades their mountains, but if there's one class 3 move as an example, the entire route will be graded as class 3. So far, you'd be doing Wetterhorn and be like, this is super simple, why is this class 3? But you'll see in a little bit. About 13.5 here. You can see still well-established trail, getting into higher class terrain. You're gonna take this and eventually go up to the right. Here's the start of some of your class 3. You could probably keep it 2 for the most part. Looking behind you here. Top of the ridge right here. You're gonna wanna shoot across and then like that. It'll be a pretty clear crossover eventually, but you're not making it yet. Okay, this is the little slot you're looking for before you cut over to the left. So there's 2 notches here. You don't want this one. You want this one a little bit higher up. Thank you to that person for filming me. Here is the crossover. So you're gonna cross down and then up to the top right there. So this is the most exposed part of the route. It is all class 3. So if you feel like it's more difficult than that, just navigate to easier terrain. Really fast. I'm like really chilling, taking it easy and making a really good time.
I'm supposed to take engineer pass, but at that point I already wasted 2 hours.
All right, up we go. Let's do it. As you can tell, super ledgy, and you can make it more difficult if you kind of go off to the sides, but in general, the middle is like lower class 3. Top of Wetterhorn here for the 3rd time. You got Matterhorn over here, that traverse I was telling you never to take, and the beautiful San Juans. Super leisurely 3.6 miles to the summit, just about 3,000 feet of vert. And yeah, I was trying to show you different angles of that final head wall, but it's so short. It's like literally under 50 yards of scrambling, which is smaller than what I remembered. Yeah, beautiful day out. Weather is feeling very much like fall. Not a cloud in the sky. Wish I had a bigger objective plan today, but gonna enjoy the weather here on the summit, and then we'll head back down before wrapping up the video. When you're coming off the mountain, you're gonna look for this and then head down kind of to this notch, and you can see there's a person right there. You're just gonna kind of take your time, but don't go too far left. So kind of stick right here on the way down. Also, shout out to Asher, Hugh, and I think your name is Ariel. If I screwed up, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Eric, all the people I met today. It was really, really a pleasure. And I feel like really motivated to keep doing virtual Sherpa and filming stuff. So yeah, always awesome to meet people, especially today. So if you're new to my channel, I don't show the way down. So that's why I'm not doing that. But I have to say, before I go into like my usual spiel of like logistics and all that crap to end videos, I just want to say, like, it's been rough for me lately. And if you follow my Instagram, if you kind of follow my videos more closely, you know, like, life has been really tough, really tough. And I have to just really thank the people who said hi today. I had some great conversations. It's that kind of stuff that like keeps me going. I haven't put out a lot of videos this summer because I've been burnt out. I don't want to, but I have to say, like, I'm definitely ready to like get back into this a little bit more, and I'll keep going. I'll keep putting these videos out. So thank you. And just remember, like, when you do see me, like, bro, I'm a human, you know? So I'm happy to take pictures and like talk and all that stuff, but I might have some stuff going on too, just like you probably do. And that's why a lot of us come to the mountains to escape the stuff that's going on. Yeah, today was a really good day, and I just appreciate everybody that I was able to meet and have some good conversations with. On that very heavy note, let's wrap up this video. Wetterhorn, as I mentioned, it's going to be a big difference of a day if you're starting at the upper trailhead versus the middle or the lower trailhead. This pika has so much food in its mouth. Oh, look at this, sweetie. But if you can get to the upper trailhead, it's a pretty, I don't know, I want to say easy because there's some scrambling. Secretly, the most sketchy part about Wetterhorn is the loose dirt in between the rock. The rock is not bomber, so definitely test it. But for the most part, the head wall is pretty solid. Going up is probably going to be a lot easier for most of you than going down because you're staring down at the exposure. So if that's your problem, just down climb, which means face the rock, put your back to the exposure. That way you're just looking at the rock. Super easy solution there. Is Wetterhorn my favorite 14er still? I'm not sure. It's up there for sure, but I remember that head wall being a lot longer. If you're looking to help support the channel, there's a number of ways to do that. You can donate just through Venmo. You can shop virtual Sherpa gear, or alternatively, you can join my Patreon if you want a more one-on-one interaction with me where I can help you plan a trip, answer any questions you have about hiking. We do Q&As where you can join a chat and just hang out. For a full guide on Wetterhorn, you can check the link in the description below, which goes to my website. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see y'all on the next adventure.